Hey there, Geometry Gang. In this video, I just want to go through that worksheet from 1.5 to 7, go through these problems and get you ready for your quiz. I recognize that I talk fast and that you might be a little bit confused, but feel free to pause the video, go back and watch it again, or if you need to, if you've already seen some of these in class, just fast forward and go to the problems that you need help with. So the first problem we're going to look at is finding perimeter and area. When the problem gives you values, variables in it, you know what? You're stuck with a solution that's an expression, an algebraic expression. So perimeter, you simply add all the sides. So 5 plus 8p plus 3p, right? And we have to combine like terms. 8p and 3p is 11p. So this is just 11p plus 5. If you want to know area of a triangle equals 1/2 the base times height. Well, in this problem here, 1/2 the base is 3p and the height is 5. Well, let's just start here. 5 times 3p is 15p times 1/2. And so that's simply 15 over 2p, which is the same as 7.5p. So you'd say 7.5p or 7.5p or 15 over 2p. I'm going to go ahead and erase this now. I think you get the idea there. The next one, this figure is a rectangle, right? Opposite sides, or it's a parallelogram, but it's definitely not a square. So perimeter, you can either add all the sides, right? This is m minus 2. This one is m plus 4. So I can do that, or I can multiply this side by 2 and this side by 2, and I'll get the same answer. So let's just do m plus 4 plus m minus 2 plus m plus 4 plus m minus 2. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 m's. And I've got 4 minus 2 is 2, plus 4 is 6, minus 2 is 4. So that goes right here, 4m plus 4. Now, where students tend to have a little bit of a challenge is this part right here. And when you find the area is simply area equals base times height, or length times width. And what we've got here, the base is m minus 2, and the height is m plus 4. Now you remember FOIL, first, inner, outer, last, or I like to use my goblin, double distribution, m to the m, m to the 4. Let me do the first one. Let me go back. All right. M times m is m squared. M times 4 is plus 4m. Negative 2 times m is negative 2m. And negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. When I simplify this expression, these two terms combine to be a positive 2m. So I've got m squared, and I need two pluses. M squared plus 2m minus 8. M squared plus 2m minus 8. When it says leave it in terms of pi, it simply means you're going to have a pi in your final answer. You're not going to multiply this through. Perimeter is really circumference, right? Circumference equals 2 pi r. Well, 2 times pi times 9. 2 times 9 is 18 pi. So this is 18 pi, and I've got centimeters. When I do area of a circle is pi r squared. Well, again, pi times 9 squared, and 9 squared is 81. And that's it. It's really that simple. Squared. Find the midpoint. Now, in this problem, you've got to look at something a little different. Let me throw out a piece of graph paper real quick. It just went away. Hey, bring on the graph paper. There it goes. Okay, so it says find the midpoint. Now, you can use the midpoint formula, which is really the midpoint is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. And the idea here is the midpoint has an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate, right? So I'm just going to say, hey, this is going to be x1, y1. This is x2, y2. And the reason I know that is, find the midpoint s. S is between r and t. So if I want to plot this out, r is -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 1, 2. So here's r. And t is 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, 4, -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down here. And this is t. So point S has got to be somewhere exactly in the middle between r and t. Now, if I just want to cheat, and it's not cheating, you're actually doing it graphically, how far is t from r horizontally, and how far is t from r vertically? Well, if you count these spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 units. So the midpoint has to be exactly 5 units away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the midpoint has got to be somewhere on there. And if you're looking at that, you're like, well, it clearly is right there, Mr. Rising. I can see that line clear. Well, yeah, look at this one too. Let's count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, this is 8 units, half of which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this point right here is the midpoint, and that's point S. And that should be, what's the coordinate? -1, -2. That's graphically how to do it. But if you want to do it through algebra, simply plug in your points here. So x1, -6, plus x2 is 4 over 2. Well, -6 plus 4 is -2 over 2, and that, of course, is -1. Right? That's the x-coordinate of the midpoint. The y-coordinate, I'm going to plug in 2 plus -6 over 2. 2 plus -6 is -4 over 2. That simplifies to -2. That's the y-coordinate of the midpoint, and that's what we have already figured out right here. Use whatever method works for you, but if you're going to graph it, make sure your graph is nice and clean. And if you decide to use the midpoint formula, it will always work, so long as you set it up right. Last problem I want to do on midpoint is this one. Just real quick, E bisects UD. Here's U, here's D, and E bisects it. So E is right here in the middle. Oh my gosh, this problem's backwards. I don't give you the endpoints. I give you one endpoint and a point in the middle. So we're going to make this x1, y1, and this is the midpoint of x and the midpoint of y, or the coordinates for the midpoint. You can also graph this one. This is a nice way to do it. I'm going to just bring over a sheet of graph paper. All right, let's just take a look at it. So U is 7, 5. I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm up here. Cool. E is 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. So this is U. This is E. And this other point, D, has got to be somewhere in this neighborhood, right? Halfway through. We'll go back to the method I showed you with counting. You can just go, oh, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units from the end point to the midpoint, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 units down. Well, I can simply go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I end up right here. Which means my end point that I'm looking for, I'm actually looking for point D, should have the coordinate -3, -3. All right, so let's just write that in. Hey, I got it. D equals -3, -3. Now, if you want to do this the algebraic way, because you get numbers that are really big and they don't work on little graph paper, they're not cutesy high school numbers, well, let's still do it. So check it out. the x-coordinate of the midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 over 2. The y-coordinate of the midpoint has the same process. So you'd say, oh, okay, the y-coordinate, I'll do it down here. Y-coordinate of the midpoint is y1 plus y2 over 2. All right, now it's just a matter of plugging values in. The midpoint of x is 2 equals x1 is 7 plus x2 over 2, right? And how do so I'm trying to solve for this x1, right? What am I going to have to do? Well, let's do it. In order to get x all by itself, let's times both sides by 2. 2 times 2 is 4 equals this, and that makes this go away. So I've got 7 plus x, 2. Now I need to subtract 7 from both sides. And yes, you're right, x2 equals negative 3. And that's what agrees with that negative 3 here. The same thing you need to do for the y-coordinate. So let's plug in our values, right? 5 is y1 plus y2 over 2. And the midpoint, I forgot what it was 1. Okay, now it's a matter of multiplying both sides by 2. 2 times 1, of course, is 2, equals 5 plus y2. Hopefully you're like, oh yeah, I must be right. And then you just subtract 5 from both sides, and you get negative 3 equals y2. And you're right. We already figured that out. I'm gonna pause right here, because that's already an 11-minute video, and then I'm going to do the rest of the problems in another one.